Astros hit 3 long balls as they dismantled the A's 8-2. Wade Miley was victorious for the 5th time this season, leading the Mariners to a victory over the White Sox 4-3. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
To the team, roster, catchers. I made it to the Major League Baseball. Oh, look. They don't even show my minor league career. I had like 120 at-bats. Hit 1 homer. Cubs called me up. I am in the game. There we go. 128 at-bats. I was 4 for 22. Hit 1 home run. And they called me up. Let's do it. Now I gotta keep it. I can be dropped down. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Cleveland Indians fan, but I play for the Chicago Cubbies.
Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Big Daddy Boomer is in that spotlight. Having just been called up, he'll be starting and making his Major League debut in this one. Steve, tell us a little bit about what he's feeling right now.
Well, Matt, making your debut in the show is a very satisfying and exciting experience for any player. You work your entire life to reach this moment, and when you finally get there, it can be really overwhelming in a lot of different ways. Not only are you dealing with your nerves, but also everything just seems bigger. The stadium, the crowd, the pressure, it's all amplified at this level. And for this guy, he just needs to remember he's earned his way here, and when it comes right down to it, it's just another baseball game.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show.
All right.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs.
Look at that. Nobody on.
Hey, one time, right now.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Ikedi's Mets as they enter play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive number with a win.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the
Major League Baseball hits
on the Ivy.
Double.
And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double.
Yeah. Throw it in the dugout.
And now
for me,
there's
guys.
no happier person in the ballpark. Big Daddy Boomer has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
The pitcher, Jason Hamill, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
textbook sack situation here, guys.
Have to make the most of it.
0-1 pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Santana. Throw goes to third, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
He didn't get me. Took a bad step on the last time play. Ah, really?
So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own
power.
Time
I've been hurt.
Carlos Ruiz will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury.
Great.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there.
I got my first base hit and then I got hurt. Wonderful. That's awesome. Knee sprain. Can't believe I'm on their roster. Wow. That's awesome. I got drafted by the Cubs. They're leading the division. Yes.
Saturday night baseball here on the show as we welcome you to Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, game 2 of this Big Daddy Boomer set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Burley comes set. First pitch on its way. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Around third and being waved on home. And Lucroy's tag will come too late, safe at home plate.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. This is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it.
Chris Bryant will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
Here you go. Let it fly out right here.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Braun.
It's gone. Wow. Good job, Chris.
So a 2-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year, and with it the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
This is
Big Daddy Boomer stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hard liner toward short.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Big Daddy Boomer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And this is a spot where
Garen Cecchini will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
From the stretch. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Fowler. Still going back. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Hit me.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And the Brewers were paced offensively tonight by this man, Chris Carter. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count.
They pinch hit me in the 9th inning the last game. And now I'm getting pinch hit in the next game for the day off.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Oh, now 1 pitch right here.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties and go backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game.
Ah. Home run. Hell yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ground ball. All taken. Oh. Really? Another foul ball? Come on. Come on. Come on. What was that, like 10 feet? $156 feet. Got me in the silver. I wanted to swing at that. Foul. Come on, man. Unreal. I'll take it. Close to gold there. Can't complain. 1,400. Only played 22 games in the minor league. I got called to the majors. Replaced for an injury, so I'm probably going to get sent down. But broadcasting.
Huh?
I'm broadcasting.
Oh.
Dude.
I thought you were playing with me.
No, nobody wants to play with me. You don't even want to play with me. Uh-huh.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third.
Jose Abreu will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Throw over to first by Lackey, and the runner back. Lackey comes set with the payoff pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Got a base hit out of that.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Guys all the way up at the fence.
Right guy,
Big
right
Daddy
spot.
Boomer gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Batting 7. Catcher. Big Daddy Boomer. All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Line softly
there we
out
go.
toward left center.
There we go.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the out.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Striding into the box, John Lackey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a snap throw to first. And he'll get back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Hey, nice and patient.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The cup. Settling in now, Big Daddy Boomer. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Hit to short, and it runs up the arm of Rollins. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here,
he gets the air, and I don't get no base hit. It's garbage.
John Lackey gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a...
And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work.
Caught.
The throw...
That's terrible.
Leading off the inning, Big Daddy Boomer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hands.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it is.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Quintana's got his target. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right side. Great stop by Abreu. Just late. He's safe.
Beat it out.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Impressive play. Can't quite get him. And now the potential tying run is aboard.
Woo.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Swing and a shot to third. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. On to first, and they get the double play. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Brett Laurie. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit down the line.
Really?
He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right.
Relax.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Big Daddy Boomer steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Hey, right guy, right spot. Touch up now.
Into the seats, 0-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way they're starting...
Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Tommy LaStella steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Softly on a line to third, but little trouble handling this. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, John Lackey. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into...
I had a really good game myself. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sat on a bench for a game, and I'm getting pinched hit for a game.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Catcher, Big Daddy Boomer.
Big Daddy Boomer stands in as he looks at a called strike.
What? He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat, it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We are still scoring. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Carlos Ruiz. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Five for 10, 2 RBIs.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of the... Big Daddy Boomer digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
Walker's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1.
One time, right now, kid. Here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning. Big Daddy Boomer stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Well, there's another first pitch strike right there. And, you know, he's gotten ahead of every single batter he's faced so far. And that's a big reason why he's getting these good results.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Walker comes set. Here's the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Got him.
Oh, man. He threw a curveball.
Nori Aoki comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, nobody away.
Here's the 0-2. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing.
Simple throw over there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You've got to think this has to be a fastball here.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
I got it.
Schwarber will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Nelson Cruz steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Schwarber racing back,
nice miss.
but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Big Daddy Boomer will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. That evens it up, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Let her rip.
chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game.
Ouch, that one
Oh,
hurt.
then he hit me. What an asshole.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that one. And seeing as though he's the go-ahead run, probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Jason Hayward ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And the runner back.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go. He's going.
Runners off for second. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. But the tying run comes. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
She's gonna bite your face off.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Miami Marlins. Into the box now, Ichiro Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ichiro Suzuki.
Lackey comes set. First pitch on the way. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. Big Daddy Boomer will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Chen gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. This Marlin Ball Club Eric Karros as they begin play here tonight. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7. So a runner at first with one man gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro.
Now batting, center fielder.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And that'll move the runner up.
Let's go right here.
Big Daddy Boomer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Come on, big guy.
There's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Hey, one time, right now.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Chen's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
And that misses for ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all
And he walked
the
me.
pitcher, John Lackey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
textbook sack situation here, guys.
He's going.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Safe!
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Here's a high pop-up. Gordon is there for it.
And then he pops it up.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there, because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Come on now.
Settling in now, Tommy LaStella. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Very softly hit to the left side.
Hold up, right here.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Big Daddy Boomer stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Big Daddy Boomer.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Looped out towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Frickin' really.
Pitcher number 41. Now batting, the center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Throw over to first by Lackey, and he'll get back in safely. Check to swing there and pops this one up. LaStella has got it, and the side is retired. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
John Lackey to get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
First and second here with nobody out.
Come on, John.
Called a strike as he pulled the bunt attempt back, 1-2.
Right guy, right place. Need you here. Hey, your turn. Driving me. Clutch up, kid.
Bunt sign still on 1-2, and he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Tommy LaStella gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Grounded to the right. Gordon is there in time to first, and there are 2 away. And they've got
he didn't go home.
In a hot box between second and third now, and he will make it. Jason Hayward stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Second. I'm not out.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Jorge Soler stands in, looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
Doesn't matter.
Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, John Lackey. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
0 for 3. The walk and a stolen base. Meow. 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 Yeah. That's my easy training. Pinched hit in the 9th inning, down 8 runs.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone.
The batter, catcher, Big Daddy Boomer.
On the ground for Giavotella could be 2. Reyes on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off.
And Hendricks gave up. One too many runs. Got his ass whooped.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight it's the first of 4. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
And they're already well on their way to another win, and we've only played half an inning. I tell you, this team can score runs in bunches, and they're off to a fantastic start here.
There you go. See it up. Let it fly.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Holiday is under it, and he makes the catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Big Daddy Boomer, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Let it fly. Let's go.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. To his left, Carpenter on to first, and there were 2 down.
All right.
Big Daddy Boomer will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Peralta with a great stop. Oh, and he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play. Jason Hayward will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Come on, big guy.
And another throw over. A dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
No runs on 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward is gone on strikes, and there's 1 away. Striding into the box, Dexter Fowler. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Anthony Rizzo will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the finale of this. Big Daddy Boomer gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Leak into his motion. First pitch on its way. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, stick your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Big Daddy Boomer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Hey, you can do it. No one bet it. Let's go.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
Hey, let it fly up there.
A little bouncer. Molina gonna have to hurry on to first, and there were 2 down. Big Daddy Boomer will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Leak sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Hey now, you worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are 2 teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Get your pitch.
Three and one now.
Well, a lot of managing going on right now. You see who's on deck, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him get pulled back if this is ball 4.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And the way their starter's throwing, another run here, that might be all they need. He's into scoring position now with a double.
Kyle Hendricks stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he likely won't be bunting here.
Yeah, there's not too much reason to give up an out just to move him over to third. No outs would be a whole different story, obviously.
Pham sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he is in there. Tommy La Stella will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Hot shot on the ground is short. Peralta's there. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was
Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. Stepping in, Big Daddy Boomer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Hey, here we go, kid.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Hara racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
Big Daddy Boomer is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Big Daddy Boomer.
Lyles is ready. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire.
Whatever.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered. Big Daddy Boomer steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Full count now, 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Big Daddy Boomer will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Oh, it's 6 rows.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Jason Hayward. Picture perfect there. He's our top player.
We got, what, 30 games?
And a change to pass along now as we'll have a defensive replacement behind the plate here in the 8th inning.
Huh.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have...
Thanks a lot for that, Coach. Thanks, Coach. Thank you so much. Benched, 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 benched.
Clear skies over Petco Park in San Diego. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Big Daddy Boomer steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Tag from Ramirez, and they got him at second base.
Oh, that's awesome.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Hey, your pitch right here, let's go.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And right after the game, they're off to begin a 9-game road trip, so they'd love to finish this homestand off with a victory.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and Big Daddy Boomer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Here you go now. Come on now. 1 time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he needed just a little help to get out of that 7th inning, but all in all, that's 6 2/3 very strong innings for him.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Wait for your pitch up there. The batter, catcher, Big Daddy Gomer.
Into the seats, 0-1.
And one time, right now, kid. Here we go.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And the Dodgers were given a big boost today by the play of this man.
3 strikeouts in a row. Not counting the 2 strikeouts I had. Well, call it 4 strikeouts in my last 5 at-bats with a home run. This is getting stupid now. Uh-oh. Well, a home run from me, huh?
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away. Pedro Chavez will take over now to start the home 11th, knowing that just 1 would be the end of this ball game. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there.
Big Daddy, here we go.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. McCutchen is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Brandon Gomes will come on now as he'll take over to start this. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Dexter Fowler. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.